All right, let's dive in. Today, we are pulling back the curtain on the secret sidekicks of the English language. I'm talking about the words that inject our verbs with attitude, with power, with all kinds of hidden meaning. It's going to be great.
I mean, have you ever really thought about it? How is it that we can say something is a sure thing, or just a slight chance, or even a really polite suggestion, all while using pretty much the same basic words? Well, that hidden flavor, that special spice in our sentences, that's all thanks to what we're talking about today, modal verbs.
So here's the game plan. First, we'll cover what these things even are. Then, we'll go over 3 super simple golden rules. After that, we're diving into the power tools themselves. And by the end of this, you're going to have everything you need to be a total modal master.
Okay, let's get right into it. What are these special little words? You can think of them as the blueprint, the foundation for building way more powerful and interesting sentences. So at its core, a modal verb is just a special kind of helping verb. It partners up with the main verb in a sentence to add this extra layer, the specific shade of meaning. It's not just about what's happening, it's about how it's happening. Is it possible? Is it something you have to do? Are you even allowed to do it? That's what modals tell us.
Let's stick with that toolbox idea. Modal verbs are like the essential tools you've got to have. And trust me, you've seen these a million times. Words like can, could, may, might, must. Each one has a very specific job, and now we're going to figure out what each one does.
But wait, before we start using these awesome tools, we gotta know the rules of the workshop, right? The great news is, modals are super reliable. There are really just 3 golden rules you need to know. That's it.
And these rules are ridiculously simple. Rule number 1, modals never change their form. Ever. You say he can swim, not he cans swim. Easy. Rule 2, they're always followed by the basic form of a verb. So she must go, not she must to go. And rule 3, well, that's their whole reason for being. They exist to add those shades of meaning, that attitude we keep talking about.
Okay, rules are down. Pencils down. It's time to pop open that toolbox and see what these power tools are actually built to do.
So first up, let's talk about ability and permission. What someone can do or what they're allowed to do. And for that, our go-to tools are can and could. Now, check out the difference here. Can is all about the present moment, the here and now. She can dance well. That's happening right now. But could, well, could is a bit of a multi-tool. They can talk about ability in the past, right? He could run fast back in the day. But it's also our secret weapon for being polite. Could you help me? Just lends a little softer, a little nicer than can you help me, doesn't it?
Okay, so what about when you're not so sure? When something isn't a definite, but just a possibility. Yep, you guessed it, we've got another set of tools for that exact job.
And this is where it gets kind of cool and a little subtle. May, might, and could all express possibility, but they're not the same. They exist on a spectrum of certainty. So it may rain sounds pretty likely, right? It's a real possibility. But it might rain, that feels a bit more doubtful. And it could rain sort of suggests, well, it's one of many things that could happen. It's all about that nuance, that fine-tuning of your meaning.
All right, let's switch gears completely. How do you tell someone what they absolutely have to do, or maybe just what they probably should do? This brings us to the power of obligation and advice.
And a key thing here is the strength of the word. Must is like a hammer. It's the strongest. It's a non-negotiable rule. You must wear a helmet. Should is much softer. It's like friendly advice. You should probably eat more vegetables. Then you have ought to, which often feels like it's about a moral duty. We ought to help those in need.
Okay, last but not least, let's look to the future. Our final set of power tools is all about talking about what's to come, making promises, and again, making those polite requests.
Will is your classic go-to for the future. I will call you. Simple, straightforward. Shall is a little more formal, a little old school, often used in suggestions, like, shall we dance? And would is another one of those super versatile tools. It's perfect for polite requests. Would you like some tea? And even for talking about old habits from the past.
Whew, we have covered a lot of ground. So let's pull this all together. It's time for the final cheat sheet that's going to turn you into a true modal master. I want you to think of this as your ultimate quick reference guide. We've boiled it all down to the absolute essentials. You've got the modal, its main job, and a super clear example. Need to talk about ability? Boom, use can.
Giving advice? Grab should. Making a polite request? Would is your best friend. This is basically the core of everything we've just talked about.
Look, if you remember only one single thing from all this, please let it be this. Modals aren't just boring grammar rules. They're not. They are how we add personality, confidence, doubt, and real intention to our words. In short, they show attitude.
And here's maybe the best part of all, the simplest rule we talked about. How many times does a modal verb change its form? A big fat 0. That's right, absolutely 0. No adding s, no ing, no ed. They are beautifully simple, totally reliable, and incredibly powerful.
So there you have it. The toolbox is officially open. You now have all these amazing tools to express everything from a powerful command to a slight possibility. The only question left is, now that you have the tools, what kind of meaning are you going to build?